just watched a 37-minute Just Trucking video. That was clickbait. Shame on him for clickbaiting, or shame on me for watching. Stay tuned and find out. Look at here, new tank's already installed. I didn't film any of it because it's my mom's fault, because she called me and I was talking to her while I was doing this gerb. This is literally a 5-minute job, other than draining the coolant, which might take you about 5 minutes, which you don't have to drain all of it, just enough to drain out of this so you don't spill it everywhere. So now we get to put that bucket back in there and hopefully no problems. Let's get our fruit punch ready. This is always fun. New tank, who dis? It's going down slow. It's almost full, and we still got a little fruit punch left. Burp. Gotta hold this sucker in case it decides to grenade itself apart and go flying everywhere. Alright, so looks like our coolant level went down. We still got a little bit of left in there, but we'll fire it up to pull a little bit of this coolant. Because when it starts to running, it'll the water pump will turn, obviously, and you guys get to go for a jump with me. Oh, those knees. I love it. Make sure no leaks. This is residual. It was from earlier when I disconnected this. You're always gonna lose a little. We'll be doing a giveaway. No, I'm kidding. I know. I'm such a turd when it comes to that. I like to make fun of all the YouTubers that be giving away. Sometimes it takes a second for that light to go out. I'll see it's out. But we'll fire it up, let her come up to temp a little bit. That coolant level might go down just a tad here, but it will take a bit till the thermostat starts to open up. My LCD does not let me have it blue. Yay, no more light. At least I'm hoping. Like I said, that float will fail internally, and that will likely cause the issues of that. Run a little bit. It's my dump pile, but you won't be able to see this floating there. But this is the sensor, and the sensor, if you ever need to pull the sensor out, some of them have a clamp around this, but this just comes out, and this reads the value right here. The float goes up and down on this, and that's how it tells it that there's coolant in here. Well, there's a float in there, and I don't know if you can hear it. Probably not. you can't see it because this is old. Well, it's a year old, but it's obviously oxidized. I'm going to keep the sensor because I don't believe it's the sensor. Damn, Fancy, why are you loping, bro? Look at him. Looks like he's got a big old cam in him. But this sensor, there's still some electrical tape on it. This sensor is good, so I'm going to keep it. But as you saw, you could just pull it right out. When you go to sliding it in here, you got to kind of go in at an angle and kind of push on it because there's a little lip in there that's got to clear. And then all it does is it just, here, I'll flip it on its back. All it does is it sits like this, it just pushes in. So when you take this out, no coolant comes out of there. Because again, the float rides up and down in there. And you know what? Obviously it's got to read through plastic and it's a magnet. So who knows, maybe the plastic or the magnet gets weak, or I don't know if that's even a possibility of the magnet getting weak, and maybe that's why these things quit working. But hey, I don't know. And there's my dump pile. New bumper. And I got a grill, new grill piece. Mazda that I don't have a key to because I seem to have lost it, and my wife took the only one we have with her. That's gonna look good. Yeah, I'm gonna stick this in a side box. All in all, it's about a 10-minute job to change that tank. So all you have up here is these two bolts. Clamp here for the hose, overflow out of the rod, overflow out of the thermostat, clamp, and it comes with these devil clamps, but I don't like them, so I put worm clamps on them. And then this guy here, and then you just slide it out. That's all it is. And that's still like that on even all the newer Kenworths and Peterbilts. You guys know what? The only reason why I haven't cut this off yet is because I hate change. I'm a person that does not like change. But I think it's finally time. I'm going to take this leather off of here. Again, no more dinging, no more light. Let's hope it stays that way. It's not something else that's stupid, but I think that was our problem. Well, obviously. Those lights are about to come off. What do you guys say we put that bumper on her? I'm just itching to have a straight bumper again. Like that. Oof. I wasn't expecting that to fall. Come on. There we go. You guys can see this where it took the brunt of the force on that grill. It's actually didn't do too bad of a job, but it didn't do the greatest either. So I got a new grill for this girl. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. I gotta get this grill bar off, And then it's just all these bolts all the way around. We're gonna take it off. Magnet does the trick. What a look, huh? Look at that primitive suspension from the 1920s. Yeah, she took a good old beating here on this grill. When you look at it, see how wavy it is? Luckily, this didn't get damaged here, so this whole crown is actually in decent shape. So now we just got to take these bolts out. And this grill will just come right out. Or is it just these? Yeah, I think it's just these middle ones. All right, let's get to work. Oh man, hardcore fancy.
Real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, girl on my shoulder, a heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Man, when these hit you in the head, they don't mess around. Factory Kenworth grill. Can't find them anymore. Well, I mean, supposedly they have a really long lead time on these. So, that's what she looks like now. I think now we have to remove this pull handle because her new grill covers this hole. So we gotta take this pull handle off. And while we have that off, we can work on stuff. Put the grill on. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Easy access to the cooler and this guy. This is getting replaced, the intercooler. This is getting replaced. This is the AC condenser because it's broken. You see how bent it is? I think it's cracked back there. And I also cracked the intercooler down here. It's got a little hole in it. So it's the original one. So we got a nice aftermarket one coming for high horsepower applications. Then when we have that off, we're gonna give this radiator a good old clean and get all the bugs out of it. We'll also get the intercooler off because, believe it or not, a lot of dirt gets trapped between this cooling stack. This guy, and then your radiator. This is your coolant radiator, turbocharger radiator, I guess you could call it. AC radiator. Let's see what old fancy looks like now. Man, oh man. That's not a good look on you, fancy. So this is the grill we got. Fortunately for me, as you can see, it's got these Kenworth keyholes. Now I decided on this grill because I couldn't find a factory one and I didn't like anything else. But I have to peel all this protective tape off between these keyholes. And that's gonna take hours, if not years. So right now I have to stop my project. I have to take my kid to karate. So when I get back, we might continue with this saga. And I also have grill bars. So we are going to do grill bars on this truck. I decided we're going to do 9 of them. So we're going to put this somewhere. We're going to attach those first, and then we're going to mount the grill because that makes the most sense to me. I need to put me one of them goddamn there Caterpillar stickers right there with the C squeezing it. Morning, sunshine. Let's get you gussied up. Yep, I decided to do grill bars. And man, what a pain in the ass this is proving to put on. I got 2 of them on, and I figured out a system to it. Because the way it sits is these little squares go in these bolts, keep it from turning inside of here. But again, it's quite the pain. And to align it right. So I got my little markings, and we're going about every 3.5 inches. And we're going 1 inch off the bottom. So it's probably going to take all day. But it'll look good. It'll cover up this pretty beat up grill on here. This is just factory beat up. It's just old. And this is the old grill bar marks because I had 3 at one time. By the way, I called about a condenser today. And I want to rant about that. Don't mind me and my work attire. So, AC condenser. Okay? AC condenser. I called Peterbilt yesterday because I don't like using Pape, because that's all I have here is Pape for Kenworth. And this is where the grill hit me in the head yesterday when I was taking it off. Anyway, you obviously see how bent it is and broken here. That's where it all leaked out. But I called Pape Kenworth. Now mind you, this is like a $100 part, okay, online. I bought this online on eBay, a TRP replacement, which is PACCAR aftermarket parts, because that's all you can get anyway. TRP, $85, okay, $85, 85. Anyway, I called because I was like, well, I got this out here. I don't have the grill on it. It's not, you know, it'd be easy to swap real quick. You know, bolt here, nut here, nut here, 4 nuts, pull right off, take the lines off, swap it out, right? It's not that big of a deal even with the grill in, but I figure it'd be easier. So I called Pape Kenworth here in Lathrop, and you guys want to guess how much? Do you want to guess? I think it came out to something like 1,000% markup over online. Over 1,000. $888 is what they wanted for this. $888. That tank I put on, again, TRP, aftermarket. Because I don't want to buy PACCAR because there's no difference. Just because it says PACCAR, but it's still probably made by TRP. $580 for that tank. Okay, I bought it online for $130. Don't tell me that these dealers are out here to gouge people. I mean, that's just insanity. Just like truck prices, new truck prices, parts, insane. That's why I don't go to dealerships. I'd rather wait and buy something online than overpay 10 times as much. Unless like the truck needs to go out and it's going to hamper it from working, maybe I'd spend the money on it, but no way. $888. That's Pape Kenworth, okay, in French Camp. Pape Kenworth anywhere is a ripoff. Anything Pape is a ripoff. So if you guys see Pape, don't even waste your time because Pape sucks. If anybody at Pape sees this, yeah, your dealership sucks. You guys are a ripoff. Always have been, always will be. Overpriced parts. Don't stand behind warranty like this tank that I had on here. When I tried warrantying it a year ago when it was bad, you guys wouldn't take it back. You wanted me to buy another one and you wouldn't take this one back. Which is stupid. I know. I get it. But again, Pape Kenworth. Horrible dealership. Quite the different look for Fancy here. I think I like it. So I still gotta put my plate back on and my 2 holes. That's why the bumper, it's not attached in the middle. And we have to drill our holes over here and here. I already started, and attach this because it moves around. So that's gonna keep it sturdy. But my drill died, so I have to wait for it to charge back up. It looks really good, other than the hood still being cracked, but we're gonna work on that. We're gonna take the truck in. I got a windshield guy coming on Monday for both of our trucks, Alice's and mine, because obviously you guys know that one's cracked. Gonna do both of them. Gonna do both the windshields on the Pete. And I gotta put tires on Tiny because the drives they've been garbage since we bought the truck. So now I just gotta put my lights there. Looks good though. Taillight harness roached. The weather pack's still good, but everything else and all these quick fixes here and there, it's just bad. It's time for a new one. No doubt camera's probably gonna want $7,000 for that. It's just a few wires. I'll be surprised. But it's all replaceable. It just plugs into here and it runs along the frame rail here. And so this is my light for the rear license plate that's not existent on these trucks and stuff like that. And this is the wiring for the RV lights, so I don't know if I'm gonna put that back in or get rid of it. But anyway, decided to pull it out because I got to get my truck inspected, and I needed to fix that because these lights keep being wonky, not wanting to work right. Sometimes these flicker, sometimes these quit. So I just ripped it all out, and now that I see why, I know why. But just a couple cushion clamps that hold it along the frame rail here, and all the trucks have an extension like that for the rear tail light harness. I'm gonna show you guys the new look though that I'm going for. I moved the truck over here. You won't believe it. Going for that aerodynamic look. What do you think? I think it looks good. It's gonna get me like 8 miles per gallon now. No, we're not doing that. I'm waiting for the glass guy to show up. You guys are gonna get your wish finally. All the OGs that seen my cracked windshield since last year, guess what? They're both finally gonna get replaced. They're gonna get replaced in Alice's truck too. She ain't here yet though. It's Sunday, so she'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully tonight, early in the morning, because the guy's coming around 10. So hopefully she don't screw around. And I want to show you guys something. No, not that squirrel right there. Look at all those bees. They're like making a hive over here, man. I was trying to jack some of their honey because I saw them there this morning, or I mean yesterday morning. Well, afternoon, I guess, not morning. I was mowing and I saw all of them and I was like, holy crap. I didn't see them earlier because I was weed eating around this fence. And I mowed all my crap and I had to do all that. Weed eat all that and that. I still got to get a chainsaw. Parked the truck over there and I was like, dang, that's a lot of bees. Maybe I should call someone because they probably could use a hive. They're not wasps or anything. I'm pretty sure they're bees, but I'm not trying to get too close to those things either. They're probably pretty territorial. Yeah, it looks weird without a visor. For those wondering, I'm gonna get this hood fixed. I'm not gonna replace it. Reason being is it's gonna be a lot quicker of a fix and a lot easier of a fix. And I got a pretty good body guy, so he's just gonna do that for me. And at the same time, I think we're gonna fix all that on top of the sleeper and get it repainted. All that peel and clear coat, that California paint job. But in the meantime, I think the grill is pretty clean, other than being dusty already because it's California. Well, yeah, he said that this should be an easy fix and he'll make it better than new. So trust him. Not we'll be buying a hood, but I'm pretty confident in his abilities. But yeah, the no visor look, kind of weird.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on.